Hello everyone, this is Wade with High Tech Legion. With over 1,000 videos uploaded, if you haven't seen it here, you may not have seen it anywhere. What I have for you here is the Antec HCP-850 Platinum power supply. HCP stands for High Current Pro, and of course, as you would have guessed, it is an 80+ platinum rated power supply, meaning that it's up to 94% efficient. So let's take a closer look at the power supply and what it comes with. So here we have the actual power supply, the Antec HCP-850 Platinum. You can see that when you pull it out of the box, they have it in a nice bag just to keep it from getting scratches during shipping, or if you need to store it for some reason, you can store it in the bag and it won't get damaged. So let's take it out of the bag. So first thing we've got here is you have a nice double ball bearing 135mm fan on the top here for cooling. It does have a grill on it, and so it's designed to be a long-lasting as well as a quiet fan. It does automatically adjust to speeds based on the load that the power supply is seeing, so you'll get the quietest experience possible while getting the power that you need for your system. As I said, it is an 850 watt power supply. It is 80+ platinum rated, which means that it is up to 94% efficient. It is rated for that 850 watts with continuous power, and it does have full cable management, which I will show you in just a minute. So on the back side of it, you have your typical connections. You've got your Antec logo here, as well as a on-off switch and your power connection. You can see some of the interior components here. And on the sides you have the Antec logo, and the markings say that it's an HCP Platinum rated power supply and it's 850 watts of continuous power. So here we have all the connectors for the modular cables on the power supply. One thing that's very interesting that Antec did with this power supply is all the connectors are 16-pin connectors. So that will allow for future expandability, so you can plug in, 16-pin, 10-pin, 14-pin, or 8+8 pins. Your motherboard connector is also broken down into a 20-pin and an 8-pin connector, though the other side of it is still 24 pins. And you'll see that it has 4 separate 12-volt rails, and they're marked out on the back of the power supply which rails go with which connections, so you can balance out a multi-GPU system very easily. You also have your connectors for your peripheral devices above on the side here, which are on the first 12-volt rail. On the bottom of the power supply, you've got the Antec information as well as the model and the serial number, and they also include a power chart on the bottom of the power supply, as well as the box and in the manual if you need to refer to it for some reason. So let's take a look at the benchmarks and then the accessories. So as you can see from the benchmark graphs, the power supply performs very well for its size and everything, and there's very little ripple in the voltage that's being provided to the system, even while it's under 80% plus load. It is up to 94% efficient, as I said before, because it is platinum certified. So let's take a look at the accessories that it comes with, which include a heavy gauge power cable for the plugging it into your wall here. You also got 2 straps for wrapping some cables and 4 power supply screws. Quick little product overview guide. Warranty information for the 7-year warranty that they offer on this power supply. You've got your cables all neatly tucked into a case for storage, and we'll take the cables out and take a closer look at them. You can see they're pretty stealthy. They are wrapped in mesh to keep them all nice and tight, and so that they don't stick out in your case. You've got one 8-pin, 4+4 pin 8-pin CPU connector here. You've got your 24-pin motherboard connection, which actually has a 20-pin plus 8-pin connection on the other side. You've got 2 PCI Express 6+2 pin connections. Second cable with with an 8-pin CPU connection. So you've got up to 2 8-pin or 2 4-pin connections for your CPU. And then you've got another single, 2-piece 6+2 pin connection for your GPUs. SATA cable with 3 SATA ports on it. A second one with an additional 3 SATA ports on it for 6. And then there is a third one in here with another 3, so you have a total of 9 SATA power connections. And another cable with 2 6+2 pin connections. So you've actually got 6 6+2 pin connections for your GPU. You've got your 4-pin Molex cables, which include 6 4-pin Molex connections, as well as a floppy disk connector if you happen to have a fan controller that uses the 4-pin or a floppy drive for some reason. Lastly, you have the OC link cable here, which actually allows you to hook 2 of these Antec power supplies together for a really high-end system, so that they work in tandem to provide plenty of power to the system. So you can do that with their 850 model, and you can also do it with their other 1000-watt model. I hope you enjoyed this overview and benchmarks for the Antec HCP-850 Platinum power supply. For the full review, please see www.hightechlegion.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter accounts. Take care.